Welcome. Bienvenidos a la familia de Vaqueros. It is Vaqueros time, soccer time in Fort Worth. My name is Matt Quinn. I'm joined by Robbie King and Megan Southern for another season, our 12th season of Vaqueros soccer here in Fort Worth. So we're all excited about this season, aren't we?
Yeah, 12 years in, it's been a good run so far.
Not you, Megan?
It's hard to believe it's been 12 years, to be honest.
Yeah, it's when I hear 12 years, that's pretty crazy. But every year, I'm excited. I'm just as excited. Like, it's fun to be around the Vaqueros energy. You know, the season's starting. It's a good vibe.
And the Fort Worth in their home blue. Here you see out on the right-hand side of the pitch, as well as Oklahoma United FC playing their first ever match in the NPSL, the National Premier Soccer League. The first ever match, all in the all-white kits, really sharp looking for them. White socks, white shorts, white sweaters. Because we're hockey fans, we call them sweaters.
We are
Sweaters.
hockey fans
And
right
so
now.
we are hockey fans right now. So all white over there on the left side, and the Vaqueros on the right side of your screen in the very sharp-looking blue with the white numbers and the white shorts.
See, we've gone to a navy blue as opposed to the royal blue that we've been used to over the last
Just
few
one
years.
one of our options. One of our options.
I like it.
Yeah. I hope those in white over there, they spill some barbecue sauce on those jerseys later.
Why, of course. Today's Match Day Weather Report sponsored by the Chat Room Pub and The Usual on Magnolia Avenue in Fort Worth. Easily Fort Worth's 8th best bars at 74 beautiful degrees here in Fort Worth to start off. Gentle breeze of 11. North from northeast, are gusting up to 21, and a sunsets at 8:17. Always important on this field that runs not north-south, but east and west. And of course, the match starts, and the Vaqueros are on the sun side again. So I'm not sure if they win or lose tosses that
Lost
way,
that
but that's the
toss.
way it goes.
It's a little cloudy.
Yeah, I think
so-
we'll be all right for tonight.
That's the truth. Fort Worth returning 13 players from their rosters or previous rosters throughout, 8 from last season. Of course, Oklahoma's team only been their first game. They're all returning, all brand new players, I guess, for them. So Fort Worth, some continuity. We'll talk about some of these players as we get through. Who do you like here, Megan, some of the returning players?
Oh, my favorites are back. Parker Plaxco. Gotta be one of my favorites. Like when he's up there at top, things are happening when he's on the field. Of course, Brock Barbie.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go with that.
Yes.
Calming influence, settles everything down in the back for us.
Good to see him.
And here's a situation, an opportunity here for Fort Worth to possibly get on the board first here with a free kick in the inside at the 20-yard line, the first foul of the match. Fort Worth inside here with number 7. Number 7 for Fort Worth, Rodrigo Tostado. Number 10, Dylan Cabrera. You might remember him from last year, product of Stephenville High School. Now playing at Clayton State in Morrow, Georgia. Looks like
on.
Rodrigo is going to take the free kick, and that ball's smoked.
Ooh.
I like it. That's a good idea, and I believe
It looked
they
like, yes, it
did
looked like
or
I got a
did
hand
not
on
win
it.
the first corner of the
Or
game.
maybe not. It sure
I
did look
guess-
like.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
don't-
so too.
No, I don't think he got anything on it.
It looked like Aletris Bertrand, the goalkeeper for Oklahoma United, had a touch on that, but not so. So he's the one wearing yellow. And passes back to number 29, Enrique Duarte, which his brother play on this team. We'll get into that a little later. As they work from the back, Oklahoma United FC, their first ever match for this group. But don't let that fool you, though,
Yeah,
Robbie. They've
I
got a
don't-
lot of players playing in the same groups, don't they?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to bring out too many nerves for them. I think they're going to come out and be just fine. Fort Worth, go ahead and get yourself settled into this game real quick, and let's see what we can do.
Interestingly enough, most of the players, now they did dress 25 players for this match, which is a little high, but that's understandable given their first-time opportunity. 12 of them play for Oklahoma City University, and another 5 play for Oklahoma Christians. 17 of the players from that area, they're all familiar with each other.
They are not new to each other.
Yeah.
To each other at all. Playing it looks like a 4-4-2, a modified 4-4-2, what Fort Worth generally plays. And Fort Worth, interestingly enough, one of the few teams around that do this, they will play and they'll show their jerseys first, at least 1 through 11, and I see a 19 after I've said this now. So some of those starters that were originally penciled in for us have taken the change of Coach Tony Marola, who's in his 4th season, the Vaqueros helm. Looking for a win for the first time in some time. Fort Worth last year finished 0-8-2 at the bottom of the Lone Star Conference. So a win tonight would be 100% improvement.
Yes, absolutely. Let's look forward to that.
Let's see that happen. So both teams feeling each other out. So let's see. Fort Worth look like they're in also in a 4-4-2 formation, what they usually have been.
Yeah, as far as the jerseys go, maybe just some last-minute changes. I'm wondering if that's the case. Oh, it's a little bit of a dangerous play there.
A dangerous play by J.J. Abraham.
And that's a good call by the official there. That was absolutely a foul.
Quick restart here. Is that Danny De La Cerda? Good to see him back.
De La Cerda, the Alito product in Hill College. As well, nice touch there and picked up quickly by Oklahoma United as they try to run a 3-on-3.
You need to be careful on the backside here.
Francois Jarry with the ball.
Francois.
You've been waiting to say that one all night, haven't you?
I can't wait.
Francois.
Francois. Yeah, they're spread out pretty well here. Oklahoma's moving the ball around.
It's number 99 out there, Francois Jarry. One interesting thing about this squad.
Oh.
On the roof.
It's a powerful one for Abubakar Diallo.
That was a bit ambitious, Matt.
Yeah, a bit ambitious. He's been around, Mr. Diallo. He's been around a little bit. He's played on the Tulsa team that won the NPSL in 2023. He's been involved with this league for some time and now comes over to be their striker. Our goalkeeper here for Fort Worth tonight, Carson Null. Hardin Simmons, a cowboy from Hardin Simmons out in Abilene with that long, nice kick off to the 40. And a foul occurs here. Fort Worth commits their first one of the season. As Oklahoma United work the ball from the back. Fort Worth with the steal there, number 10.
I'd say for about the first 7 minutes or so far so good. Everything looks to be compact. We're not stretched out. Defense, that touch didn't really help where I was going with that. But
yeah, I feel like really just Vaqueros working on their composure. No lie, I think Oklahoma's come out here really smooth and kind of keeping the ball and being very composed. I feel like we're just a little bit panicked. Like that's when we make little mistakes like that.
And that's Thomas Brule with the ball. He from Rossio, France, 16 countries represented on the squad for Oklahoma United. Quite a few.
Matt, that's amazing.
I love that.
Quite a few. But that really illustrates what goes on in the college game these days. A lot of international players dot many of these rosters. In Fort Worth, virtually the same. They've been represented by 7 different countries, but nonetheless, with 13 players returning.
I just love the idea of people coming from overseas to play here now. You know, that's kind of nice to see, especially with the World Cup around the corner.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. It is the world's game.
Yes, it is.
You're seeing a lot of that with the men on the men's side. Oh. Put your hands on number 7, Rodrigo Tostado. He had the ball and
He's running away from him.
Jelly Ray had his hands up on him. There was no call for the referee. We didn't like the way that ball was moved around on the touchline, so let's take it down to our on-the-field reporter, Chris Tarr, for an update.
Thank you so much. So I just had a little interview with Tony Marola just before the game, talking about just the roster, and unfortunately a few international players couldn't get international clearance to make it for the season, mainly referencing Jamie Garrison and Joe Conway. But he did reference, four players just to look out for. Rodrigo Tostado, the new player, who's actually starting today. Returner Parker Plaxco, Dylan Sisko, and Brock Barbie, the captain. And then we're just talking about preparation. A few boys came a little later just because of finals in college. You have to get that education first before you come play soccer, summer soccer. So, but I seem very optimistic about this game and the preparation the boys have done, and he's looking forward to the season.
Well, thank you so much, Chris. And I don't believe that you're from Texas. I have a funny feeling.
No, well, you were talking about internationals earlier, and I am an international player from South Africa. I played 4 years in college, so definitely related to that.
If I remember correctly, when we talked earlier from Centenary College.
That is correct.
Louisiana, gentleman, right? A gentleman. The ladies and gentlemen, that's what they're I don't want to call them mascots, right? But that's what their
the ladies and the gents.
The ladies and the gents.
That is right.
That's right. Thank you, Chris. We'll be looking forward to hearing from you
Periodically.
Tonight and throughout the season, I hope. Very good stuff. We appreciate that. Brock Barbie was named the captain. We didn't.
Forgot to say that.
That was great, right? We needed
There
to see him again. Brock Barbie, number 4, down on he's anchoring and playing number 2, the 2 back there. Trying to settle this ball.
Yeah, it's kind of all over the place.
David Mbeff, number 10 for Oklahoma United. The wind seems to be picking up just slightly, Megan. Here, the players are.
Yeah, you never know with the wind. I mean, it's always important to try to get that advantage right away, just in case it shifts. Things always be changing in Texas, I'm telling you.
It look like
we might be in trouble here, Matt.
Oh, boy. No goal, no goal. Oh, my God, he saved it. No goal, no goal. Oh, my gosh, that was wild. It hit the top.
What a save.
It hit the top post, the crossbar,
yeah.
And then it bounced down, but it did not bounce in. I do not think that was a goal at all, but they're still all over us
still
here.
in trouble.
There we go. There we go.
And
Thank
there's the
you.
clearance.
But sometimes you need that under 8 clearance right there.
Yes,
That's a perfect
swing
clearance.
as hard as you can.
Oh,
as
my
hard as you can.
goodness. That was so lucky right there. And a foul.
And the foul drawn by Jalari Ray in the midfield.
Oh, here we go. Here's a
the
replay. Yeah, and he just strikes it here.
Yeah, there wasn't enough urgency by the defense.
Ooh.
Somebody's got to get in front of that ball.
Hey, but Carson Knoll doing a good job of not giving up on that one.
Yeah.
That's the worst, just knowing that you could have coming off of you and not like following through there. Ooh, is
And that's going to be a foul, and I think we're going to see our first card, Matt.
Yeah, ref's going to have a little talking to number 29 here.
Enrique Duarte.
Oh, one of the brothers. Duarte. Got to watch it, buddy.
And I think that's a good call by the official, too. He was going to be off to the races if it wasn't fouled.
Yeah, those slowing him down here.
And the first yellow card issued by the referee. And you're right, that was on Dylan Cabrera. Or excuse me, number 7, my apologies. Number 7 is Rodrigo Tostado. Boy, they look a lot alike, those two young men. But
it's a good honor for him to take the first yellow card of the new team. That's nice.
So. I guess so.
Free kick coming in.
That's an
Can
interesting ball there.
Follow that?
It's a nice ball by Tostado, one of the players highlighted by our sideline reporter Chris Tarr.
Oh boy.
Had earlier. Good defense there by the Vaqueros. Thomas Brule moves the ball back out to Jerry Ray. This ball played to a wide open Gideon
Wide
Kwanzaa.
open.
Yeah, he was wide open, Matt. They're going to
We
have
got to
to
have
stop
better
that.
coverage. And that backside number 10. Ooh.
There it is. The first goal for
Trouble
Oklahoma
there.
United.
In trouble. I just didn't really see us step into that like we should have.
Yeah, Megan, that was way too easy.
Yeah.
You send the ball down to the corner of the box, and there's nobody within 5 yards of him. That's not good enough.
Yeah, let's take another look at that. It all started right, with him on the outside here, not really having much pressure. And our middle is just open.
And the first goal in Oklahoma United FC history scored by number 90, Louis Bassett, all the way from Leicester, England, and Oklahoma Christian University. A nice feed there as well by number 44, Gideon Kwanzaa, with the assist.
I don't know what that was
I'm
about.
not exactly sure what we were trying to do there,
A
but
little miscommunication.
But 14 minutes into the match, a 1-0 lead for the other side.
so that was a really good build-up, but Vaqueros' defense and midfield has got to be quicker to get on top of the ball there. That's just way too much time and space right in the middle of the box. That really, really easy finish.
That was a little too easy. And a great pass to meet the oncoming.
Yeah, if you're
You're right,
if
Bassett.
you're Oklahoma United, it's a great build-up and a great goal. If you're Fort Worth, that was too easy.
Unlucky, but still plenty of time here. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. I do see a little bit of action in the chat here. Clayton Henley watching from Lubbock. Thanks for watching, as well as Danielle and Martin watching on the big screen in Fort Worth. Thanks, guys, for checking it out. Glad to have you.
Yes, we are. All over the world you can watch Vaqueros soccer.
Anywhere in the world.
Anywhere. Anywhere. One of those 16 countries that are represented by or actually the 22 countries represented here on this pitch tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure they're all watching right now.
Any of those combined with both teams.
Did you count South
Glad you-
Africa in that?
Oh, yeah, add South Africa,
We
our
have
boy
to.
Chris.
We have to because Chris is involved.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. The gentleman he is.
Such a gent.
Oklahoma United.
Well, I've
Here
got to
again.
say they're possessing the ball pretty well, moving it, and
And that's
one two
really,
touch
really
here.
good work right there.
It looks good.
Well, they absolutely came to play. There was no first game jitters for them at all. They came to play. And I believe we got an offsides call there.
Right.
Fort Worth going to need to settle down over the next 5 minutes or so, or this thing's going to be 2-0 in a hurry.
Yeah, kind of just one of those things where you got to put that goal out of your head and just play your game.
Fort Worth, I don't know that they're necessarily shocked over
too
that, but I
much.
mean, it happens.
Got to have a little finesse there.
And you're going to have to score a goal to win a match anyway. So
That's
just
true.
because if you score the second one, it means you knot it up. So stay with your game plan. But I'll tell you what, you can't. You're right, not to get a 2-0, but you don't really want to do that again. You start to look at that left side. This ball being played for Abubakar Diallo, number 22, quickly picked up by Ismael Garcia. He plays the ball back to Barbie.
That was a good move by Garcia to get out of trouble there, and let's reset.
Ismael Garcia. You're going to play with three in the back and try to find some kind of passing here. Barbie, again, that for viewers who have watched our broadcast for some time, there's only 4 feet on that other side of room to work around in. You're virtually, when you're on the pitch, you're right next to the stands.
Yeah, this photographer over here is just squished in the line over there, sitting on a little toddler chair.
You can see him. Yep.
I feel like we're moving the ball around a little bit better, not rushing it here.
Going to move the ball back around, and this one goes to the captain, Barbie. It's come back after.
Oy.
Yikes.
That's
Steal
a mistake.
almost. There, Garfias picks it up, and we'll reset back to null.
And he recognized it. He's got his hand up there. They have Oklahoma has some speed up top. Number 22 is like fast lightning coming everywhere there.
Yeah, Megan, I noticed that when they were doing the national anthem, Oklahoma looks big, just size general big, and they are fast.
Yeah, there's some athletes for sure.
Fort Worth usually, historically, has had smaller but faster players. There's only one player who checks in over.
Oh, get in
There's
there!
a chance right there
Cow.
for Tostado.
Did he get knocked there? I think
He
he
said
he went down.
like he ran into the pass.
Yeah, he did run.
almost.
That's exactly what happened, Matt.
And
Take another look at that.
That's going to be a goal kick for Oklahoma.
Great ball in.
That's a great turn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
Cleared
ran
it right
he
into
ran
him.
into the clearance.
It looked like that hurt.
It probably did.
God. Rub some dirt on it. Let's go.
Alexis Bertrand, the goalkeeper for Oklahoma United. Very lucky that one didn't knock the game up at 1. Would have been a very interesting goal.
I would have lost it. I would have gone crazy.
Now, while we have a second, let's hear from one of our sponsors, Willard.
Don't sweat it. Call Willard to know. Take advantage of Willard's 2-year parts and labor guarantee and get a $49 AC tune-up that works like magic. Schedule service online at willardac.com or phone the Gnome 972-968-8888.
Big or small, Willard handles it all.
Yeah, that's a foul.
Thank you, Willard. Very interesting. Run back into play. Barbie falls down and able to get the call, but they look like they were very interested on that left side of the field.
Yes, they were.
They've seen something early they like, and they're going to keep going. We're going to keep going to it.
Patience here, but I mean, we can't be too patient. You know, we need to do some work. Put one away.
Diallo with the steal.
Nope, that didn't work
Receives
out
it.
for you, buddy.
Nice heel pass. He tried to get across to Ray.
I think that could have been a handball right there, Matt. I'm not exactly sure.
Awful
That
close.
obviously wasn't intentional, but at some point, you
Here we go.
You can't
What do we
trap
get
the
here?
ball.
It's a chance for Fort Worth. Plaxco
you're
with
all
the ball.
over him.
Parker
Come on.
Plaxco
Oh,
by
just toe
himself.
poke that.
Well, he's got 4 people on him. I mean,
Just toe
He's got-
poke that. It doesn't matter.
hey,
Parker
Lay off on
Plaxco
Parker.
with a
You
chance
calm
with
down.
right with 4 players on him. One of them being Thomas Brule taking the ball away from him. Here's an opportunity for Oklahoma United.
you go easy on Parker, Robert.
Do you know if his parents are in attendance tonight?
I'm sure they are. They're very amazing, supportive people.
Is David Imbert with
Ooh.
a cross.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, dang.
All the players, but
That was
and
rude.
there was a call on Oklahoma.
This is definitely going to be a physical game. I mean, like within the first 10 minutes, it's already been like several fouls here. We came to play, that's for sure.
5 fouls combined for both teams so far in the match. The ball being played back to Null. And Barbie advances. Barbie with the pink shoes, the pink boots.
Here we go.
That's a
nice
good ball
pass.
right there.
To De La Cerda.
Shin
That's
guard's out.
another
Shin
good
guard.
ball.
Here's an opportunity
Here we go. You got him back post, wide open there. Find him.
Copper
Ooh.
West and right
Oh,
off.
that's really,
That
really
was a
good
great
work.
look. It was a great
Nice
look.
look and turns into a corner. The first one for Fort Worth. A nice build-up and a nice finish.
Matt,
at least
that
one
was a
that
really
didn't,
nice build-up.
that didn't get a marker.
Here's a quick another look at that. Great speed here, and he pulls it back. Has a look. Great left-footed rip there.
Barbie, generally the tallest player on the field. He's 6'3", joins in the offense. The last man who's up there, and he'll have to come all the way back. Diallo.
Physical.
Boy, that
Very
was
physical
that
trying to
was
get the
really
ball.
physical.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
And-
which way that was going to go.
The foul called on Fort Worth.
Referee didn't like that. Not really sure what that was.
Seemed like there was some rough housing, I suppose. Wouldn't have been 2 minutes in a hockey game, but right?
No.
But nonetheless, a foul here with the man with the ball. To move the ball around some.
Yeah, they're keeping
Louis-
the ball, moving it, swinging it around here.
Louis Bassett back out to Enrique Duarte on the left side. Excuse me, that's number 99, Jarire.
Really
Look
good
there.
build-up out of the back for Oklahoma.
Yeah, they're not just moving the ball around; they're moving it around with a purpose.
Yeah, I mean, it's
And it seems like the purpose is to
Clean.
try to get the ball to Diallo, who is moving quickly throughout, and a pass long to him, picked up by the Vaqueros.
And that's pretty well defended by Fort Worth also.
Tostado plays the ball back to Null. Looking for the open De La Cerda.
he's gonna play it early.
And he does.
Ooh,
Foul
ooh.
from
let it
behind.
go.
Fouled from behind. I hear you,
That
Robbie.
hurt.
I hear you looking for the advantage.
Yeah, I
but
don't
that was
actually
a
see him.
tough play from the back, from behind, from the goal scorer.
I mean, I
number
feel like that
90.
should have been a card. That was pretty dirty from the redhead.
The goal scorer Bassett here with the foul.
He seems to be apologetic, so that's nice.
Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Pinnacle Bank.
Barbie here with the kick.
Yeah, Matt, I don't think the advantage would have worked there.
I think there was too much going on over there.
Barbie taking a long one.
Oh,
And it's picked up by Tostado on the left side. A good switch.
ooh,
Oh, what a great move!
Nice
good
move.
move, but could have put a little bit more on that shot, I think.
A nice move and a save there by Bertrand.
Long through ball here, nice. That's us.
A nice save by Garfias. Back to Barbie. To Garcia. We'll keep playing the ball back. Tostado trying to move the ball. Look like they both have similar options here. They both want to play the ball to the back. Both come all the way across. Tostado wide open. He picks up the ball on the edge of the box. And that ball, oh, a nice one, but a little too high.
Yeah, that's a dangerous ball, and it looks like Fort Worth is starting to warm up to that left side.
This is David Imbert, number 10. Looking for Diallo. Diallo
Boy, the
back to him.
return
Nice give
pass
and
there's a
go,
problem.
and a goal.
Hi.
Matt, that was almost a really, really good save, but somebody's got to pick up that guy coming through the middle. A give and go just can't be that easy.
Take another look at that. Yeah,
So
he was
how
just
did he get so free?
you got to see that run being made right through the middle there, and you got to pick him up quick.
Yeah, you can't just let him go right there.
And I mean, I'm gonna tell you, just being a coach myself, like defense, getting beat, ball watching, like you don't have time really to stop and watch. Like it's coming at you fast, so that's unfortunate.
Now, to be fair, that was a really nice give and go, and he went ahead and buried it. Almost a really good save, just not enough on it.
A lot of talk in the chat here about the Oklahoma United coach, Junior Barros.
Yep.
Yeah, looks. I mean, a lot of people in the chat saying that he's gonna be a great coach, and he's got a great resume coming in. Saying he's really gonna do some good stuff with this team. Appreciate the extra research there in the chat. Thank you. Keep it coming.
Antonio Barros, the coach, and the head coach of Oklahoma United, as well as Peterson Neary and Logan Fleischer, and Jorge Guzman, their goalkeeper coach. And they are stoked to a 2-0 lead here. Fort Worth Vaqueros soccer. This is Matt Quinn, along with Robbie King and Megan Southern. Happy Mother's Day to Megan Southern, I was about to say.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Looks like soccer all weekend for my Mother's Day weekend. It's fine.
So,
Handball.
The handle
Yep.
right there. the
Oh, we
referee
saw
will
it,
call
buddy. We saw it. We all saw it.
Where the road team, Oklahoma United FC, in their first ever match, their inaugural match, taking a 2-0 lead over the Fort Worth Vaqueros.
Yeah, Matt, they look pretty sharp so far. Let's hopefully Fort Worth can settle back
Yeah.
into this thing and get one on the board.
They definitely have the momentum right now going forward, and sometimes that's hard to get back when you're down 2-0. But hey, I'll say it again, 2-0 can be the worst lead in soccer, right?
That's what we hear, right?
That's what I say every time. But a lot of time left in this game, so see how this pans out.
About, yeah, there's several more minutes remaining. There's 16 at least remaining in this first half. Fort Worth with a couple chances, but it has been Oklahoma United with their controlling play. Interesting thing about the NPSL, that Robbie, that two of the teams have left. Denton have left to play in the USL, and as well another team within their group, Laredo. They both left to go to the USL 2, and Austin, been playing in the league for several years, also have left.
A lot of leagues, a lot of teams. I like it. You know, I like the competition and the different levels of moving up and getting relegated. I mean, it's what we said in the USPL. UPL? What am I saying?
Right?
USL.
USL. Yeah, they
The ABCLTQ league. Love that one.
several leagues, but those two teams moved to the USL 2, which generally are in the fourth, the same line as the NPSL, depending on who you talk to. So there's also a league for clubs, which Austin United FC joined. So a little bit different now, Fort Worth and this team, Oklahoma United, in a 7-team conference. They're both playing the first game of the entire conference tonight. No other teams are in action or have been in action yet. So something new for them. Also, the Arkansas Wolves have joined the Lone Star Conference and NPSL. So there's 7 teams.
And like you said the top 4 will make playoffs. Is that
Right,
correct?
the top 4 of those make the playoffs. Still in the league are the West Texas FC, FC Brownsville, the Lubbock Matadors are our friends from there, CF10 Houston, and of course the Vaqueros, Oklahoma United, and the Arkansas Wolves round out the 7. There are 76 clubs. It seems to be down from previous years in the NPSL. And the last year's winner, El Farolito in California, they advanced all the way to the 3rd round of the U.S. Open Cup recently. So the level of soccer, and a nice chance there, and that was a foul committed by, or excuse me, that may have been offside. Either way, hard to tell. The referee has already taken his flag down, but nonetheless, a free kick for Fort Worth. 76 teams in this, 9 conferences, including the Lone Star, and 4 teams make the playoffs. So 4 of the 7 make the playoffs. They'll play against each other, and then throughout that, and let's hope that the Fort Worth Vaqueros are in that mix in July and August. The farthest Fort Worth ever went was in 2015, when they went to the 4th round of the tournament, in the final 8. But since, they have not made the playoffs at one other time. So Fort Worth really something here. A nice shot.
Oh, wow.
And a nice opportunity.
That guy's dangerous.
That guy can play. That's a bad man right there.
Diallo.
Abubakar Diallo, yes.
Diallo. Yeah, he's got some wheels on him and some power behind that shot.
Yeah, this is his 6th NPSL season, winning the NPSL national title with Tulsa Athletic in 2023. Unfortunately, that team, as well as Oklahoma City 1889, both of those teams were involved in this league, and both have disbanded. This is the only team in Oklahoma in the NPSL when you're watching.
That's really hard to
There's
believe.
a penalty kick right here.
man.
A penalty
Come
here,
on
and
now.
a yellow card issued to, it looks like De La Cerda.
You just got to be careful there. It's not necessary. Let's go ahead and look at that one more time.
That'll bring up a penalty kick for Oklahoma.
This is Louis Bassett
Well,
who gets.
he came in pretty soft. I
yeah,
don't know.
there's really not a whole lot into that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He made it look probably worse than it really was. Fooled the ref, I guess. But let's see what Carson Knoll, which way he's going to guess. What do you think? Is he going to pull it or is he going to push it? What do you think, Robbie?
I think he's going to hit it over the goal.
All right, I like that. I think he's going to go down the middle. He looks like one of those guys.
It's the free kick to take.
Come on, Carson. He's going down the middle. He's going down the middle.
Diallo taking the
Going
kick.
down the middle. Oh,
Wow.
Diallo hits it right to make it 3-0.
he hit it
Oklahoma
kinda
United.
soft. Man, PKs that's tough. You just gotta. Was he kissing the turf? Was he licking the turf? That's what it looked like.
Well,
I mean, it's gotta be careful. Some of that black stuff in there can get in. You can ingest that. It could be dangerous.
Abu Bakr Diallo with the goal. The penalty kick goal makes it 3-0 in favor of Oklahoma United.
I'm gonna say that every goal scored tonight is gonna be for the moms out there. I'm gonna go ahead and hope that that's what they're scoring
that's
for.
nice.
Yeah, for the moms.
What is Jamie got planned for you?
That's a good question, Jamie. Looks like we're just gonna be at soccer games.
Soccer all day?
Yeah, all day, every day.
I'm guessing you wouldn't have it any other way.
No, that's fine. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. I did want this like espresso machine I hinted at, but I don't think he got the hint. So, hint, espresso machine.
It's certainly not Valentine's Day.
Well,
Put it that way.
what does that mean, Matt?
Nothing at all.
Okay. What are you getting for Janine, huh?
I've already arranged that.
Oh, well, good for you. As a surprise. Don't spoil
Yes,
it.
not. Yeah, she might be listening.
Yeah, she might be. I'm going to check in on that.
Well, let's hope she is. Hasn't turned it off after this
3-0 start.
field goal lead we have. So
Come on.
so
He pulled his shirt. Yeah, he did. I saw that. Thank you. Yeah, the ref,
Yeah.
he pulled Parker's shirt. No one pulls Parker's shirt. Listen, if something's going to happen tonight.
I'm not saying it.
Don't say it. No, literally, keep your eye on Parker Plaxco, because if he's going to make something happen, I know we're down 3-0, but keep your eye on number 19 here. I got a good feeling.
He's had a couple of good looks. This is just so dangerous every
Diallo,
time.
here's
And
a chance
okay.
here and a great
Good stuff.
save picked up by
we're still.
off of his
Okay.
feet.
boy, that man is on a mission.
I'm just wondering, like, we got that on the outside wide open, running straight in, and why we're jogging
Yeah.
here.
That's about a 35-yard head start.
Yeah. And then, I mean, he gets a good, but I mean, it's still dangerous. We have to follow every single shot because it deflects. It's still very dangerous in our box there. So I'd like to see Vaqueros following up on all those shots a little bit better defensively.
Oh, 8 minutes to play in regulation time in the first half. Fort Worth does have its work cut out for them. Now down 3-0.
Yeah, and it's starting to look like they're coming in waves right now.
Whoa, De La Cerda on the business end of that left foot.
Yikes.
And he gets up, thankfully. No. I'm playing with the ball to Barbie. But Diallo very active up there at the top. The man from Mali with a goal today off of a penalty kick, and as well an assist on the second goal to David Imbert.
Oh, I see Rio Ramirez in the chat. Good to see him and their former Vaqueros player. Great guy. We actually named our dog after him,
And
Rio.
the river runs through it.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it is a great name.
Yeah.
Yeah, quick restart. I like it. Let's go ahead and do something with this.
We got a
There's
runner.
chance from Abraham. No, he was looking for Copper West.
Yeah, and he had a step on the defender, a better ball in there, and got a really good shot at scoring there.
Content to pass the ball around and try to get something else here with 7 minutes remaining in the first half.
And it does look like their goalkeeper hasn't had any problem coming out and picking up crosses. It looks like he plays a little bit farther out than normal and just very easily, gratefully claiming those balls.
Sure, Alexis Bertrand from Aboulay, Belgium, yes, Oklahoma City University goalkeeper, as are many of the players on the squad, 12 of them to be exact. For 99, Jadire there with the ball. And that pass to Lorenzo Nardini. We haven't talked about him tonight. Louis Bassett. And that ball comes back